This episode of CBTV is being sponsored by the Eastern Idaho Workforce Training Center. I'll tell you more about them in a minute, but first here's our top stories. Today on CBTV Idaho, we're going to discuss 4 major road projects that are getting underway in Yellowstone National Park. We're going to report on a groundbreaking of a new gymnasium, and I'm going to talk about Pocatello's plans for a new water slide. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. My name is Tyson, and you are watching Construction Business TV, Idaho Falls, Idaho. Welcome back everyone to CBTV Idaho. My name is Tyson and I'm your video journalist for Construction Business TV in the East Idaho area. If this is your first time on the channel, CBTV is your go-to resource for all of the news on construction and development projects that are going on in your local area. As always, we'll start this off with a local job construction post lead. So HK Contractors has an immediate need to fill 3 different positions. All these positions are local to Idaho Falls. They're all entry level, they are full-time, and they have a salary range between $35,000 to $40,000. What we're looking at is paving laborer, paving equipment operator, and asphalt plant operator. So there's a link in the description below. You can follow that link to get more information on any of these positions and how to apply for them. Story number 1 is going to be Pocatello's plans for a new water slide. So the Ross Park Aquatic Complex water slide in Pocatello is still being deconstructed, and city spokeswoman Marlise Irby says that they plan to have the tower removed before the pool opens on May 27th. The city is making plans to construct a new water slide that is more modern, possibly with 2 slides coming off of the same tower. So the building quote on constructing a new water slide is estimated to cost at least $1 million. At a recent city council meeting, $140,000 was donated by a local family for the construction of this new slide. So far, the city has not put this project out for bid, so there's no set time frame yet for when the project will begin, but the soonest it's expected to be operational is summer of 2025. If you don't know, I put a new edition of Construction Business TV out every Tuesday at 4 o'clock. If you find value in that content and you want to keep up to date on construction projects as they unfold in the East Idaho area, make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube. You can also follow us on Facebook as well as Instagram. Let's hit story number 2. The groundbreaking of a new gymnasium. So on March 23rd, parents, educators, and students gathered to mark the groundbreaking on the Shoshone Bannock Early Childhood Program's future gymnasium. Plans for this gymnasium have been in the works since 2019. After obtaining the funding for the project, a construction location survey, the next phase was collaboration with an architect, which actually included the input of the students who will be using this facility. Once it's completed, the children are going to be able to play on ECP campus and play sports in a building that they took part in designing. Construction for the gymnasium is expected to start in April or May, depending on the weather, and is projected to last about 9 months. Before I get to my top story, I'm going to share a quick message from our sponsor, the Eastern Idaho Workforce Training Center. Are you an employee that would like to develop the skills of your team? Or are you an individual who would like to enhance and develop your own skills? The Eastern Idaho Workforce Training Center is exactly the place to do just that. Although sponsored by CEI, this is a unique center in the area because it's driven by you, the business. It is right in the tagline, industry-led, community-supported. This center focuses on high-demand trades in the area, such as construction, manufacturing, HVAC, plumbing, heavy equipment, and so much more. So I encourage you to take the time to learn about it. It could be just what you're looking for to build a better workforce. You can contact Penny Lyon at 208-535-5409, or you can email her at penny.lyon@cei.edu for more information. My final story is going to be the 4 major construction projects that are slated to begin soon in Yellowstone National Park. So 4 major road improvement projects are underway at Yellowstone at a total cost of about $217 million. The 4 major projects that are in the works for Yellowstone are going to include repaving 22 miles of Grand Loop Road between Old Faithful and West Thumb. They're going to have a removal and replacement of Lewis River Bridge, a number of renovations between Lamar Canyon and the northeast entrance, and the removal and replacement of the Yellowstone River Bridge near Tower Junction. So Yellowstone has put out an online article that goes into much more detail on each of these 4 projects. I just wanted to provide the highlights on what 4 projects that they have planned, when they plan on starting on these projects. You can dig a lot deeper by following the link in the description below the video to the article that I'm deriving this information from. And that's going to do it for this week's edition of Construction Business TV in the East Idaho area. I hope you find value in the content that I provide for you every week. If you're noticing construction projects in your area that I haven't yet covered, leave a comment below and I'll look into it for you. Thank you guys again so much for your time. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I hope you drive safe.